I'm at the location where the bus left me at. Well, this is also where the next bus is going to pick me up. It has been the most shittiest trip. I still wasn't able to get my belongings. The the people at Greyhound said to give it 14 days and they will get in contact with me if they find my stuff. I know I was like, I'm getting it, I'm getting it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. My photo albums, some outfits that I haven't worn, shoes I haven't worn, is just floating out there in America. Yeah, running around with my shit. So I'm gonna give them the 14 days and see whether or not see whether or not they can find it. I'm doing a live here by Mickey D's. This is where the bus comes. So I gotta wait a few hours until they come. I'm hoping it don't be like it was the day before because I waited 14 hours. The bus broke down. Then the bus that they sent to pick us up, we had to wait 2 more hours, and that bus was canceled. Then I had to turn around and wait, I think like 12 more hours, and it finally came. And when it came, it rolled off with my stuff. The man told me that we was gonna stop at this location and we could grab something to eat. I'm like, okay, great, we got an hour, because he said, be back at 7. Be back at 7. And so I'm thinking, being at 5:55, he meant an hour. No, he meant 7 minutes. There's no way I would even got off the bus to go and get anything in 7 minutes. So I'm thinking an hour. I come out, see that Pizza Hut, I went over there and I was waiting for a pizza. And I looked, as you can see, there's a glass and you can see out of Pizza Hut. And so I was looking over here because it was supposed to, the bus was sitting right here. And so I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, it's fine. And so I'm waiting for the pizza to get done. I look around, and the bus is gone. Gone. I'm in Kansas, good land, and the bus is gone. And I was supposed to be going to Florida. I'm still stuck in Kansas, and I'm waiting, and I'm hoping that these people don't tell me that this bus can't come or something going down with this bus. I had to get a room across the street. Like the bus was here, I was over there. I ended up getting a room that way, and everything was right across the street. I'm so annoyed. I'm absolutely beside myself. And I ain't got my stuff. Out of all that hell raising I was wanting to do, I didn't get the chance to do it because he wasn't in the location that I was told they was going to be. The trip started off bad anyway because not only was it late and the bus broke down twice, the the scheduling was so that they had to um, pay for everyone room, a motel room. So I'm like, okay, shoot, a free motel room. This getting good. And then once we stop to get food, he hauls ass in 7 minutes. I can't order a burger in 7 minutes. And I was ordering a pizza, and he was just gone. The man was gone with all my shit, and yeah, I'm like stranded here for a couple, well, 5 hours to be exact. And I figure I'll do a live and let everybody that watched my live see that I'm still stuck in Kansas. No viewers. Yeah, I'm still stuck in Kansas. Hi, everybody doing? Hello to you. Even though that was a snotty little comment. So, I'm trying to make the most of it. And yes, I am slightly annoyed. But McDonald's told me I could sit in there. It happened before. It happens all the time that people come out here waiting on the bus and they gotta wait a little longer than they thought they had to. So that is my situation right now. This is Woodland, Kansas. Thank goodness it's breezy out here. It's not burning hot. You should go get some. I don't know what that means. But I guess some McDonald's. Yeah, I already had some McDonald's. I ordered a pizza the other day. I couldn't even eat the pizza. It was a meat lovers, and it was stuffed crust. I was so outdone yesterday being left by the Greyhound bus that I couldn't even eat the pizza. I would end up giving it to most of it to the people at the motel, which they enjoyed. So I figure I'll sit out here and do a little live, try to kill some time. It's about 11:30 right now, so I got like 4, 5 hours to wait, and I'm hoping that it's on time and it comes. I'm hoping it comes, and if on time will be great, and hopefully it won't be a bus cancel like it was before. You know, I thought I was going to do a live of me just enjoying, across country, traveling to Florida, but it turned out to be an absolute nightmare. And I'm glad that McDonald's, they're nice enough to let me sit in there, stay in the cool. She said it's all fine. Say as long as you need to, that sort of thing. So I'm like, okay, great. But yes, I'm in Goodland, Kansas, stuck waiting on the Greyhound bus that took off in 7 minutes. I went across there to get a pizza. Well, it take a little longer than 7 minutes to get a pizza. And I thought when he said be back at 7, he meant 7 o'clock. But he meant 7 minutes. Like I said before, I wouldn't even got off the bus if it were just 7 minutes. And here I am. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I called my relatives, let them know I'm stuck in Kansas. And of course, they was like, oh my goodness, what? I can't believe it. I'm just like, I am waiting. I'm just I just took a plane. The money I spent, I would have been better off. This lady said she would charge me $350 to try to catch up with the Greyhound who's supposed to be in Salina, Kansas at the Super 8, giving everybody a room because they're off schedule, so they had to pay for all these rooms. And yeah, I'm just out here. I'm just out here. I'm glad I got a few dollars. I could buy some things that I need, but this has been a hell of a trip. It started, I want to say, on the second, and it's not going to end until the fourth. And if I don't get on this bus in time, I'm going to have to get a room again. And I mean, the room is doable, but it ain't the best spot. It ain't in the best location. It don't look that great. But it's I need a place to sleep if I have to be here another night. When I was stuck outside in Salt Lake City, Utah, waiting for that bus, it was 2 o'clock in the morning when the bus showed up. And I was out there since 6 o'clock in the morning. So, a whole, rotation went by with the clock. So, I've been outside, stressed out for hours now. And even though I slept, I did not sleep good in that hotel room just because of the load of being left in a town I don't know anything about, having to wait for, hours, ridiculous amount of time. And Greyhound don't do what it used to do. They don't load up for you. I had 2 suitcases and 2 backpacks. I had to pay an extra $20 for one of the, I guess, backpacks. And so I paid it, but then they ride off with all my stuff. I gotta wait 14 days to see if they find it. It was my DVD collection. It was my clothes that I never worn before. Right now, I'm in the same gear that I was a day and a half ago. I was able to take a shower, but my clothes are the same. I rinsed them out the best I could in the sink at the motel. And yeah, this is everything I didn't want to happen. I gotta be happy for small things like McDonald's being cool with me sitting there. She told me to keep my cup. I could get refills. I'm like, okay, fine. She said it happens all the time with Greyhound. So, I don't know what else to say, y'all, other than it's a nightmare. I shat my pants. Well, I could tell you this much. As long as I sat out there, I knew sooner or later I may shat mine because there was no bathroom. Nowhere. The bathroom is like, say you have to go bad. The bathroom is way down there where that blue Walmart sign is, but maybe a little further. And you're lucky if it's one available. So that's what I was going through. Just sitting outside of 14 straight hours out in, it was Friday, out on a Friday night, a woman in the dark at 2 o'clock in the morning outside a building that doesn't even have the Greyhound logo. You know, like I was saying, Greyhound is not helping loading up. It's 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 uncomfortable. I was extremely uncomfortable. So I don't think I can do Greyhound anymore. I mean, I next time I travel, I think I'll go ahead and pay that extra $100, and if that's the case, and fly. Just go ahead and fly. It's more convenient. They take your luggage. They label your luggage. They're not even labeling luggage at Greyhound anymore. So I'm hoping when he drop off the bus, he'll know that that's my stuff, and then in order to let him know that you left your things, your belongings in the bus, you got to go through this computer little application. And that's frustrating. They want the booking number, they want this and that number, and you're not talking to anyone. They're not saying we got your stuff. It's just they're not saying or confirming that they got your email, if not email, but completed the application that they wanted me to complete. Oh, there's some kind of bird up here. He got a different kind of screeching noise. Where is he? But yeah, it's been. Did y'all hear that? I don't know what kind of bird that is, but he's hollering. I don't know where he at. Hope he don't dive at me. I see a nest up there. So yeah, he's somewhere. See that on the nest? I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. But yeah, I got about 5 hours to wait on the bus, and I am so nervous that they gonna. Oh my goodness, that bird is loud. I am so nervous that they're going to not show up or cancel like they did earlier. Where is this bird at? Because he is loud. I can't see him. And I'm in Kansas. I don't know what kind of birds they got down here. That's the loudest bird I heard in a while. So, I guess he don't want me under his tree. Ain't that some shit? I'm catching hell and the bird telling me to get lost. Yes, it's been a trip. It's been a trip. Thank goodness I'm over here by McDonald's. They're gonna show up right here. I could go in there and use the restroom and I don't have to shat my pants. But when I was sitting out there in Salt Lake City, Utah, with no bathroom available in front of the Greyhound bus station, yeah, shatting my pants was definitely a possibility. It's a nice breeze going on. I'm happy about that. I'm thankful for that. I'm glad I'm not totally busted broke, but this is costing me money. I had to buy another ticket, so I paid all together like $500 for and some change for a damn Greyhound bus ride, one that left me. Now I just don't understand how anybody could say we got 7 minutes to get something to eat. I'm like, 7 minutes? I couldn't fathom that. That's why I was thinking he said seven. We got into seven because everything had been long and drawn out. And I'm like, oh great, we gotta sit here for an hour. We can get some food. I can go get some miscellaneous things, and the bus gonna be right there. Everything I was trying to get was like across the street, right next to that subway. So I wasn't like down the road by Walmart. See that Walmart sign? Yeah, nothing like that. I was right across the street, right in the store on the side of McDonald's. So how did I get left? I mean, how the hell did that happen? Because a little brief misunderstanding of 7 o'clock in 7 minutes. He just said we gonna be here at 7 till 7, but he meant till 7 minutes. He meant not an hour, because like I said, it was 5:55. So who the hell says we got 7 minutes to run to the store and 7 minutes to go order something to eat? I mean, people was in McDonald's. I guess when I was over there at Pizza Hut, that's where I chose to go. I seen that the bus was clear. I didn't see anybody by the bus. So when I look back, while I was in Pizza Hut, so I'm thinking they're in McDonald's ordering their food. But that wasn't the case. They was on the bus loading up. They had already loaded up. When I looked back at the bus and seen that there was nobody around the bus, they had already loaded up. Um, the reason why I'm doing this video is to simply calm myself down. I feel the need that I have to talk to someone. And I don't know anybody out here, so I'm thinking, talk to Chad. Just go ahead and talk to Chad, get their feedback. And the comments I got was you should go get some, I'm guessing McDonald's. And I shat my pants. And someone also said hi. And another girl said, no viewers, ha 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 ha. Well, I'm glad you find that so funny. But a few people came in and listened to me, and I appreciate that. Thank you for the like, even though when you're talking about something as messed up as being left in a state you know nothing about, a like is kind of, okay. I wish it was something better I could talk about. I wanted to walk around and show you, all the different areas in the country that I was going through. And I told you I was going to show you what was up when I started traveling. Well, this is what's up. I am left behind by Greyhound. So I'm sitting out here trying to be as comfortable as possible. I probably go into McDonald's and just sip a soda like the lady suggested, and just pray that must show up on time. They're going to have to pry me out of that chair when I get in it because I'm not going to be left again. And the way this trip going, oh my gosh, that would be the icing on the cake. And this, I think I'll go ahead and film this because this is a memory that I'm not gonna like seeing. A lot of my personal stuff was there, pictures that I can't get back. I'm I'm hoping they'll find my stuff. They'll have my stuff, but I got a feeling deep inside that they ain't gonna find nothing. And if it happens that they do find my stuff, I will let you know. And I will give a shout out to Greyhound if they could pull that off and don't come up with, oh no, we never found it, we never got the report, or something stupid. Because you got to do it online, for lost and found. So if they come up with, oh no, we didn't get the report, I don't have anything here stating that you was looking for anything. I'm just thinking of all the BS that could go wrong with that. I feel just so stressed, so blown, you know. I usually try to share like sometimes where I'm enjoying, and then there's times that I'm complaining. Well, as you can see, this is a reason to complain. When you're on this YouTube and you're telling the world, about your day, this is one of the days that I could say definitely deserves some complaining about. I know there's people out there who are saying, well, you should have stayed closer. You should have got a more clear understanding. He meant an hour instead of just 7. Be here at 7. He meant 7 minutes. So when I got the room, y'all seen a little bit of that. I just drunk me a cold one. Hadn't had one in a minute, so I figured this is good reason to have one. Yeah, I just want to say I'm not out here and I'm not penniless. I don't want y'all to think, oh, she gonna be asking for some money in a minute. No, that's not why I'm here. I'm just here to pretty much tell you what I was doing during my trip, and this is a part of it. This is the shit end of the stick part. And yeah, might as well tell you the good and the bad. I hope I share some good, but now it's time for the bad. These could be worse. You know what I'm saying? I could be out in the hot sun. It could be no breeze. It could be flat busted. No way to get another ticket. Just stressed the hell out. But yeah, this guy said, he said, I'm supposed to be in Arkansas, and I'm in Kansas. I'm like, oh, dang. Yeah, I guess you are. You're in Kansas, and I'm in Kansas. But shoot, it's a bit of a difference. He decided to make this his his home for the moment. And I don't plan on doing that. I was supposed to be just passing through. Kansas, Goodland, Kansas, supposed to be just a little blur in my memory. But I'm never going to forget Goodland, Kansas, because this is where it all went wrong when it comes to riding that damn Greyhound bus. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna experience. This is what I experienced when I was in Goodland, Kansas. I was left in Goodland, Kansas. So I'm sitting here in Goodland, Kansas, just complaining to you nice folks, and some not so much. I'm complaining, and complaining don't really do too much. All it does is make you a little more frustrated and want to complain some more. I done told about 3 people I'm stuck who was waiting for me to be in Florida in the next 10 hours. Now I'm explaining to them I won't be back in Florida for 2 days. 2 more days. I won't be back in Florida. 2 days gonna turn into 4 days that I'm dealing with this type of transportation. Now, I'm trying to think, what would other people do in this situation? Would you just be angry? Would you cry? Would you call everybody crying on the phone? Or would you be cussing from here to Kalamazoo? Right now, all I can do is just shake my head and and it's like my heart has dropped because I'm scared that this bus is going to not show up, and I just don't need that to happen. I don't want to be on the bus 2 more days. I don't want to have to get another room. I don't want to have to do none of that. Everyone seemed to be having a lovely day. It's nice, breezy Sunday, and I'm under a tree. I don't want to have to be on here in 5 hours talking about this bus didn't show up or this bus was canceled. I was gonna give it like a rundown of how the trip went, but it looked like I'm gonna be day by day basis of just showing if this get fixed. Hi, how you doing? Just to see if this stuff get fixed. And right now, I'm just not sure. I'm not sure of anything. The way the bus was running the other day, it may be another day I have to be here. I'm scared to say it's 2 days. If the worst of the worst happened. Like this guy said, he was like, well, it could be worse. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. It could. It could be worse. So I just needed someone to vocalize what, somebody to listen to me tell y'all about this nightmare of a trip. Absolutely an absolute nightmare trip. And the weird thing about it, I talk about B2K and stuff. Well, I still have to experience the B2K, but I got so much on my mind, I'm not even hearing it. I mean, I don't even give a rat's ass what a B2K is trying to convey to me at this point in time. I don't give a damn. Nothing you can say to make me not think about this situation. But yeah, under a tree in Goodland, Kansas, stuck, stuck, waiting on the bus to come. I was stuck yesterday now and when I get off that bus, I'll probably never get back on the Greyhound again. I just don't want to. This experience have been just bad. This has just been a bad experience. I'm still gonna videotape when I get on the bus and show y'all what I see, but it'll be without the enthusiasm. I'm just tapped out. I am tapped out. It seems like the worst that could happen happened. On this trip, I figured this probably one of the bad things. One of the worst would be one of my top 5 worst things that could happen. And I'm gonna have to endure it. I'm gonna let y'all know when I reach my destination. And share more of the trip without the enthusiasm. I'm gonna just show it to you. There ain't gonna be no happiness because now the happiness is gone out the window. But I will show you the rest of my trip if I can get this thing going. And I'm not gonna stay on here too long because you can only complain for so much until it's just, what use is it? But doesn't help anything. But yes, I'm in Kansas, waiting on the Greyhound bus again. I got my little cheapo headphones, but it's keeping me entertained. Got a little music. He said I could charge my phone at McDonald's and stuff, so I'm happy about that. I feel good about that. The people in Goodland, Kansas have been very, very nice. Very nice. Tried to cheer me up and stuff. And I was okay for a while until I woke up and realized my ass still stuck in Kansas. And I need to go ahead and make some moves, and I need to make them fast. So I got up early and started dialing. And I have a lot That's for certain. Now, I ain't gonna be on here much longer. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. This is Yesme TV. I am Stranger Babe.